What's going on, Dragon Ball Z fans? We are back once again. The Saiyan Brotherhood is here. Myself, Unreal ENT Gaming, alongside Fatal Brotherhood and the COD Brothers Gaming. And today we're back with another discussion here today. Today we're going to be talking about the possibility of there being a third movie. What do you guys think? Is it possible? Would it make sense? A non-canon Universe 6 movie?
I'm basically 90% sure about this at this point.
I mean, this is why I bring this up, right? A lot of people might say, impossible. It's impossible. You can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. We have Super, we have this, we have that. If you look at the budget and the amount of success that they've grossed out through both Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, I would not see why these companies, these corporations would not want to conjure up a third movie for profit. From a business standpoint, they made millions. And I think that with the continuation of building up towards more movies, it would allow them to have, more of a success. Now, we have Dragon Ball Super, right? So, Alex, what's the point of having a new movie when we have Dragon Ball Super? Well, there can easily be a scenario where they could make a non-canon based movie being told from a different universe. Now, we already know about that there's 12 universes. Who's to say that we're going to go through each and every single one of them? No. What if we go only through like one or two? What about the rest of the universes, right? Well, here's our chance to make a movie based off of that. Like, let's say, for example, Goku and Vegeta go through every other universe except for Universe 1. They could make a movie based off of Universe 1 and what would happen if they went there. Who's in there? What's going on? So I think, budget-wise, in order for them to gross out more of a profit, I think it'll be very good on their end to go on ahead and make a third movie. Now, it's not like anybody in the comment section is going to say, I would not watch the movie. Of course you would. Everybody in here watching, anybody who's watching this right now that's hearing the sound of my voice would watch that film. So, what do you guys think here? Is it plausible? Like, would it make sense by any chance? I mean, what are your overall ideals on this?
It makes a ton of sense, and as you guys can see with Resurrection F, it had more screen time than the original Battle of Gods did, right? And there was more promotion for that, and they made more profit.
Yes.
And it's millions of dollars we're talking about here. I think they're leaving too much on the table. And if you look at the video game sales as well, they're peaking, and they're making so many different types of Dragon Ball Z video games besides the universe and everything. Like, you got all these arcade fighters, Dragon Ball Heroes, and all this stuff. I think they know that they're leaving money on the table, and I think we're going to be seeing this movie in 2017.
2017 is your estimate prediction. What about you, Sean? What do you think? Unless, of course, Mr. Sean has a different opinion, unless he's dead.
I think he died.
Well, I think he died, too. Well, all right, so you're saying 2017. Ah, man.
Oh, sorry. My mic was unplugged for a second.
Ah, you best. Well, what is your overall thoughts on this?
God, I was talking and none of you were listening to me. I was wondering what the fuck was happening. But anyway, when did Resurrection come out?
This year.
This year? What the hell are you
No,
doing?
not English.
Are you still smoking the Mexican grass?
This year.
Really?
Yes!
Well,
Are you
it's
still
so
smoking
long
that
ago.
grass?
Yo, wow. I could have sworn it was a little bit last year, like December.
No, you moron!
Yo. This grass get to me.
Listen.
Okay. 2017 is pretty much the best prediction that with that reasoning, because I think they still take that. It's gonna take Akira-sama at least a couple months to come up with a new idea. Then they have to first get the voice actors all together. They have to get the editing and all this stuff.
They get the voice actors together at the very end.
But where does that leave Dragon Ball Super, though?
It leaves them in the dust because they'll basically copy the concept if it's good into the story.
They're Dragon Ball Super is there to bridge the gaps between these movies.
Absolutely.
That's why it's there. So if they do that well, then Dragon Ball Super is going to succeed and these movies are going to succeed. But that means the movies have to at least incorporate some things from Super to make sure that they don't ruin that series. They have to make sure that it.
And think about it. With this new movie, we can see an entirely new villain or the death of Beerus or something right then and there.
That would make sense. But then again, as you just said, we're going to have to incorporate that in the show.
Yeah.
Because how else would you have it? So,
and I heavily think it's going to be the Vegito fight versus Beerus.
I don't know about that one. That one is really iffy.
Every single movie is hinted towards the fusion.
All right. But what if it's a completely non-canon film, like something that has to do with the entirety of Super, but has no direct tie-in? Then I could see why not, include fusions and all that stuff.
What are you thinking about? You're thinking like a BoJack Unbound type.
Yeah, I mean, like, because at this point, if they were to do a third movie, it's gonna heavily just interrupt what Super is doing. Because what if in Universe 6 there's like some drastic situation that happens where it's life or death, the extinction of all mankind and humanity, and the entire solar system for that matter, and then they go on ahead and make another movie announcement. It's just like, wait, but what happens for the show? Like, what the hell's going on here? Unless, of course, you know, the season ends and it doesn't start back up for, like, you know, another 6 months or whatever. In that time period, I guess they could drop another movie, but...
If they just don't even care if the movie's canon or not at this point, like if they just they want to make a movie with the characters, because I don't know, they're not gonna follow the specificness of each of these movies. They're gonna change things. But if they just want to make a non-canon movie, they still can, like just for the hell of it, and it would still be good.
And again, anybody out there who has a job, such as myself and anyone else, you would know that higher positions like the CEOs and stuff like that, they want to make money. These companies, yeah, they care about what we think, but they also care about money. Money. These companies love money. So again, they would be dropping a lot of money and leaving it on the table if they don't do another movie, because it would be just as successful, if not more successful, than Resurrection F. But it would just interfere with so much going on right now. If we didn't have Super, then yes, I could definitely see another one without a shadow of a doubt. But now that we have Super, it's like, don't know about that. But on their end, I think it'll be a very smart idea to go on ahead and make a third movie, because again, if all you care about is money, take my money. I'll go watch the film. I'm sure everybody else would. But it all boils down to like what direction they want to go in, because whatever they decide to do ultimately has to tie in with what the hell's going on now.
Well, they can make what's going on now tie in with the movie. They don't have to do it the other way around. And on top of that, they'll make even more money because of the fact that, okay, we can make the movie and then we can rehash it in the show, because that's what they're doing right now.
Absolutely, and I think that'll be a great idea regardless. I mean, the more Dragon Ball, the better.
Yeah, the more
But
Dragon
again,
Ball,
it's
the
like,
better.
how would they bridge that gap? Like, let's say right now in the series, we're up to Champa getting killed or something, and they make a new movie. It's just like, all right, wait, what about with Champa? Like, why is he alive in the movie, but he's about to die in the show? The hell's going on here?
I just think that the movies can do things that the show can't. Like they can squeeze in some
definitely. Like animation wise, the movies are far superior. I think
promotion wise,
definitely. Voice acting wise, I think Sean Schultz and Chris Sabat did their thing.
Because, like, you know, like the casual fan today that used to watch Dragon Ball Z that has no connection to the internet really, or this community on YouTube, don't even know Dragon Ball Super exists.
Really?
Absolutely. There's still people out there who don't know that Dragon Ball Super is even out there. But hey, you know, like, I just feel as if these companies are very happy about, you know, the growth in Dragon Ball thus far, they really ought to make it to where more movies, more games, the series goes on, they become more successful. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. If you're in a big business type of scenario, like the more product you produce, the more, you know, income you'll receive.
Too much of a good thing.
It is too much of a good thing. But then again, it's all up to Akira Toriyama. Like, you're going to have to write more. You're going to have to do
technically, if you go back to like the 2013 era before Battle of Gods, what did we really have that was new? I don't think it's too much anymore.
Well, we had several things from Dragon Ball. It wasn't like anything.
It wasn't anything really big, and it was a huge drought. Like, how many years has gone by?
There was a huge drought. You're right about that. We had a couple of Bardock, you know, references with the movie. We had a couple of the games that were just and now it's just like bam, it's right there,
left and right.
And I think that if they were to slow down, it'll be a mistake on their end, because
they built all this momentum with these
movies. And there's a lot of momentum going into stuff like this. Like, the way they set up the characters, the way they did everything was just...
Yeah, especially this year alone. A video game, a movie, a series.
Yep. Oh my god.
This year was like the resurrection of Dragon Ball.
Oh, absolutely. Like, cosplay, action figures. I have action figures here that I never thought I'd get. So, like, manga books, like, it's amazing. So, I think it is possible, but realistically, I don't see it happening anytime soon, perhaps. Because they're too focused on the show right now. And possibly another game. After that...
I'm not sure, because they could bounce that off to another studio very easy, just like they did with these episodes.
They could.
It's up in air. It's up.
All they have to do is just make the story. That's it. Literally, that's it.
It's up in the air right now, but let us know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think it's possible? Do you guys think it will happen? If it were to happen, what story would you guys like to see unfold, and how do you think that would affect the series? Let us know down below your overall thoughts and ideas. Once again, thank you all for watching, everybody. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button with 1,000 Kamehameha waves if you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please,
please,
I was about to say, please, pudding, Ferris. Giro.
Get it,
Help
get it.
share the video, guys. Once again, no GT references because that's already in entirety where you did a discussion on that. But let us know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Again, I don't know, 2017, 18. I just hope that it makes sense, because if it doesn't make sense, it's gonna be a flop. But let us know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be seeing you all in Dragon Ball GT. Wait, what? Peace.
Guys, peace.